Okay, so now on to my fiction books that I bought. The first one is Eleanor, Oliphant is Completely Fine. I read this one a couple of months ago and I absolutely loved it. It has become one of my new favorite books, and I was going to buy a copy of this for my mom for her birthday, but I saw that it was actually signed, so I bought us both signed copies of this book. Not only was I happy to finally get a copy of one of my favorite books now, but it was so great to actually get a signed copy. Another book my mom was getting rid of was A Good Year. Unfortunately, this is the movie cover, and movie covers aren't that great, but it's not horrible. I've seen the movie a few times and I really love it, but I actually didn't know that this was a book until recently, so I'm excited to see if it's anything like the movie. Then I picked up a copy of Homegoing. This has made its rounds on BookTube, but I never got around to reading it. I do think it's a pretty heavy topic, and again, I'm not really in the mood for those kind of things right now, but I know a lot of people say that this is a must-read, so I will eventually get to this. Then I picked up The Story of Lucy Gault. I think this is actually considered a classic, and it was shortlisted for the Man Booker, so I guess it has to be kind of good. I think it's about a family who lives in Ireland in the 1920s and maybe moves to England. I'm not really quite sure on the storyline, and I think it might be a story about a 9-year-old girl. Then I picked up All the Birds Singing. I had seen someone else talk about this, and it's one of her favorite books, so I decided to pick it up. I know it's sort of a new release, so I was surprised to actually get a brand new copy for really cheap. Again, I have no idea what this book is about. I think it has something to do with sheep, maybe, but that's pretty much all I know about it. The same booktuber that actually put that on her list also put Montana 1948 on her list. I actually checked this out from my library and didn't get around to reading it and had to return it. And the same day that I returned it, I actually found it at the book sale. Again, this is a brand new copy and it was super cheap. All I know about this book is it takes place in a small town, I'm guessing in Montana. I really love books about small towns, so I'm sure I'm gonna really enjoy this, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Another one my mom was getting rid of was Summertime by J.M. Coetzee. She had a duplicate of this. I know she owns a lot of his books, so I decided to take this one. I have no idea what this one's about either. Next is 40 Rooms. I've never actually heard anyone talk about this book before, but I just really loved the cover, and the spine I thought was absolutely beautiful. But from what I can catch on the little blurb on the inside, this is about a woman, and we see her life from when she's a child all the way up until she's an adult. It says something about following this woman through 40 rooms in her life. Sounds like a really cool concept, so I'm really excited to check this one out. And the last book that I bought this summer was Out of Sorts. Again, I picked this one up just because I thought it was a cute cover, and when I read the synopsis, it kind of sounded like a Frederick Bachman book. This is about a grumpy old man who lives in an apartment complex, and no one around him really likes him, and he doesn't really like anyone else, but his daughter's going to put him in a retirement home unless he can turn his life around. And since he doesn't want to go, he tries to clean up his apartment and everything. I actually started reading this at the beginning of the month. It's a really quick read. I haven't finished it yet, and that's because I spilled a big cup of tea all over this, so I had to let it sit out and dry. And I've also been in a huge reading slump, so I haven't been able to pick this up. But I think I only have like 100 pages at the most until I can finish this, so I will keep you guys updated on if I ever finish this book. Okay, so those are the books that I bought this summer. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.